This property's address is 430 Northwest 12th. It was originally constructed as a medical office building in the late 1950s. It was occupied by Nazi Zudi and Dr. Freedy, a couple of famous Oklahoma doctors. It was later a Southwestern Bell office building, and as far as we know, it's been vacant for maybe a couple of decades even. We've converted it into an apartment building with 26 units, added a story to it to make it a 3-story building instead of a 2-story building, and people are looking to move in on August 1st. Well, as with most existing buildings, when you're trying to do a rehabilitation, there's a lot of constraints, more constraints than if it were a new construction project, and as such, there were quirks that you had to overcome. This building has some of the concrete that it's called creep. It's actually sagged over a period of time, and so you've got to build around that and scribe around that. You've got to stay within the column spacing and the ceiling heights, and make sure that your loads are appropriate for the building, that the structure that's here to begin with. But this was a pretty beefy structure, and it was all plank formed concrete, board formed concrete. So it's pretty unique in that it had good bones. It didn't necessarily have the best aesthetic on the exterior to begin with, but we feel like we've taken care of that, and Brian Fitzsimmons has done an excellent job with that and his team, and the details that they've come up with, and executing the design with Lingo Construction and their crew as well. Well, the Waffle Champion and the Dry Shop, they're both young entrepreneurs. They both had great visions and great plans to execute their visions, and we're happy to and excited to be part of helping those plans come to fruition. Waffle Champion started out as a food truck and a very successful one. I think they're actually voted as the metro area's best food truck last year, and so now he's got his bricks and mortar store that's opening at the beginning of August. And then also Dry Shop, Emily has really executed a great look to her space, and she's opening up August 2nd. And again, it's a complementary mix to what else, other offerings we have in the neighborhood, from a retail and restaurant and service perspective.
The Blow Dry Bar is a concept that is just kind of making its way into the Midwest. And it's a place that women can come and get their hair washed, styled. They can get an updo. It's basically a place that you can get pampered. It's an affordable luxury. So for a flat $35, you can come in and feel awesome. MidTown is, it's just become a really awesome area. We've got restaurants, we have the retail going in right down the street, we have the hotel at the Osler building, of course Waffle Champion next door. It's just crazy to see how much this area has changed just within the last couple years. We have a very, very special guest trainer from Blow, the New York Blow Dry Bar, Gregory Patterson. He has actually been named the best blow dry artist in the entire industry by Allure magazine. So basically he's been here for 1.5 days, and he'll be here tomorrow also. He's just teaching the technique and giving each stylist really individual training. Just the change from my stylist yesterday to today is unbelievable. The models left here just looking awesome. The neighborhood, I just feel like it's just going to keep growing. I cannot wait to see the apartments that are going in down the street and what retailers we start getting around us. It's really, I think it's going to become an area that's people are walking around versus driving around, and just out and about like a big city. It's going to be awesome.